we'll put it like that.
Nice.
What's it like? I was actually there in attendance in Cleveland for Coe's first career NFL touchdown, which was awesome. And,
Awesome.
It was a great game. You could hear me on camera. I was just screaming, "Say it ain't so, Coe! Say it ain't so!" Sadly, from there, the game kind of went off the rails a little. That was the last high moment of that game, but it was a great game. Overtime loss, fun time.
Yeah.
How was that moment for you? Seeing the first, whether it was on TV, in person, wherever you were, seeing his first NFL touchdown. How was that?
Well, dude, I mean, we were at home because it was a away game. We don't travel to a lot of the away games because we can get into that later. But, to watch that and to think I wished I was there live. So to have your video was so cool. And just that, this is so cool. I mean, that was so cool for us. Catching it from Tom Brady, right? Like he's got the ball yet. I mean, first NFL touchdown means a lot, right? I mean, as a dad, this is so cool to see. And it was fun to watch. And, it didn't have the outcome we wanted, but still the same. What a memory! What a memory to have, right? So,
and honestly,
cool.
those. One of the best guests ever, the Buccateers in the house tonight. You guys hear him on Tampa radio all the time. He's one of the best in the business. My favorite personal in the business. That's why I'm elated tonight. Growing up in the Chicago area, you're used to sports radio. That's what gets me through the day. So this man does help get me through the day, I will say, with the Pat and Aaron show at work. Nothing like it. So it's incredible. It looks like we got Stunna bumbling in. I'm Tampa Tones. We are joined by lead goon tonight, host of the Pat and Aaron show of WDAE, Pat Donovan. And it sounds like Stunna is bumbling a little bit. Going to put him on mute for a second until that gets a little cleared. But we're joined by Pat Donovan.
It looks like Stunna's hanging out with Cheech and Chong in a car with the windows up or something over there.
It does look like he got a little...
No, my camera's broke.
And he was trying to pull me in big time. And then I was like, dang, nothing's happened with Indianapolis yet. Like, I really want to give Indy a chance. And then also I talked to Cody Bruton, once he took over Rich McCann, and still like, well, look, I was like, y'all just give me the opportunity to explore free agency, see what's going on, and then kind of make us do it.
All right, everyone, you are tuned into the Buccateers, a wide receiver, Kalen Geiger, and we are about to have a great pod. This is the Buccateers. You're tapped in, and here we go. Howdy ho, howdy hey, how the hell is everybody? Welcome back into the Buccateers podcast. Happy early Thanksgiving, everybody. We hope those who are traveling for the holiday travel safely. We hope those who are celebrating the holiday do so greatly with friends, family, football, food, the great 4 F's, I call it, for Thanksgiving. It's our Thanksgiving special. We're going to get into it. A lot of fun here on the program today with the great Bucs by 30 and J-Lo on Tampa Tones, of course. And we got Rundax in the house already saying first. Thank you for joining us, Rundax. We miss you on the pod airwaves, brother, but glad to have you here. And Zach, I think the Bucs would be just about glad to have Rundax, me, you, or anybody at this point on that Bucs defense. How you doing, brother?
Oh man, I'm frustrated, but also thankful that we get a little bit of time off work, which is nice. Time to reset and spend some time with family, as you mentioned, but frustrated.
That's a perfect word to sum it up, right? And it's kind of the same feeling for 4 straight years, and tweeted it out the other day, and we'll get into it more, but 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025 have all felt eerily similar to this point where the Bucs start 3-2 or 4-1 or 3-1, kind of have a little bit of a mid-season struggle, and then we'll see if they could kind of help out of the struggle towards the end here and really get together and get the defense, offense, special teams, because it's all 3 phases of the game that they really have to get going, including the coaching staff. J-Lo, happy early Thanksgiving to you and yours. As Jimmy Coletta says, good evening, fellow Buccateers. Olivia say, love the 4Fs. J-Lo, what say you, brother?
I'm with Zach. Very frustrating. Couple of days after the massacre we went through pretty much on Sunday. And thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way, to you as well. That's probably the one bright spot coming into the week. Spend time with family to help get over that wonderful, not so fun loss.
You know why I blame you for the loss, J-Lo?
Why is that, sir?
You broke your color code rule. You're supposed to match a team, and you wore white creamsicle, so you made me wear white creamsicle, and it just resulted in us bringing the team bad luck. And I think me and you got to take accountability.
Sure, why not? I'll take the blame.
Well, we all know that the coaches and players only play based on what we wear, so we wear the wrong color, and next thing you know, they're thrown off a little bit. But no, I'm just kidding. It was a fun atmosphere. Sunday night football, holidays right around the corner. The vibes are high, Zach. Next thing you know, those vibes got derailed right away. The Bucs got the ball, punted the ball. The Rams got the ball over and over and over again, scored touchdowns over and over and over again. Kate Otten pretty much had a copy and paste play from the Detroit game on Monday night to this game on Sunday night. Right, wrong, or indifferent, I don't even care if he was down, not down, whatever. It just should not come down to that, no pun intended. You can't have that happen multiple times in a season, let alone once. But, Zach, thoughts on the Buccaneers Sunday night debacle? That kind of reminded me of Bucs Saints 2020 year when we lost like 38-3, and it was just never a game, and it was just a total ass kicking.
Yeah, man. It was just frustrating all over the place. And let's be real for a second. We should be thankful that McVay decided to be nice and take his foot off the gas, because we weren't stopping them at all with anything they wanted to do. So they just basically throttled down and realized that we were down for the count and weren't going to get back up. It was an embarrassing effort on both sides of the ball. Both before, even when Baker was in there, those first couple drives didn't look good, man. They just don't look good. I'm not a fan of this offense thus far. I will say, well, let me preface that with saying the first 4 games, the offense looked different than it does now. And I thought we were going to keep seeing an ascension of Grizzard as a play caller, but we have seen a regression across the board. The defensive efforts over the last 3 weeks have been abysmal. And when your coach is a defensive-minded coach, that's concerning. We have suffered these mid-season breaks, or whatever you want to call them, since Bowles has been here. I love Todd. I'm a Todd Bowles guy. I love Todd Bowles. I am now starting to question if we have seen the ceiling of what we can expect from a Todd Bowles-led team. I'm indifferent. As I mentioned before to you, I would be fine if we fired him at the end of the year and went in a different way. I would be fine if we ran out the schedule with 6 in a row wins and win 2 playoff games. I'm going to be fine either way. I just don't want to see the lack of effort that was put out on that field Sunday night again. That's what's embarrassing. Like, you want your team to fight for every inch. The speech that Pacino gives in any given Sunday, you want to fight for that inch that's in front of you, the yard. That's what you want to see. I don't want to see being down 34-7 and Teddy throws a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar hook shot out there, and then the camera pans to his face and he's smiling and laughing. Like, I don't want to see that, man. And I don't think any Bucs fans wants to see that. We want to see you guys putting it all on the line, and I didn't feel that on Sunday.
Jimmy Coletta saying Bucs need to reel it the F back in. Sunday night was making me fall asleep, and that's another thing to piggyback off of Zach's great points. It always seems in prime time their collapses happen and the world sees it, and then they'll go out on a Sunday at 1 o'clock on a random weekday and beat somebody good, So it's just one of those things where the Bucs seemingly don't show up in prime time. Pops has got to see how the season plays out before saying Bowles needs to go. To be fair, we have been salvaged by injuries this year and last. That is another thing as well. We are missing our two best pass rushers in Cansey and Reddick. So it could be a little bit on the burden of Jason Light as well, perhaps, for not giving the proper edge depth that we needed. And we were all crying for an edge, right? We were all saying, get an edge, get an edge, get an edge. And I love Jason Light as well, but he didn't go out and get an edge. I'm not blaming Bowles and Light. I still think there's a lot of season left. I think there's health to be had. Kind of to piggyback off the point, 2022, Bowles started 3-2. The Bucs dropped 3 in a row, ended up going 5-3 down the stretch in meaningful games, won the NFC South. 2023, the Bucs started 3-1, dropped 4 in a row, ended up going 7-2 down the stretch, won the division and a playoff game. 2024, Bucs started 4-2, dropped 4 consecutive, ended up going 6-1 down the stretch and won the division. Bucs started 6-2 this year, dropped 3 consecutive, ended up, we will see. But one thing consistent is Todd Bowles, right? We've had 2 quarterbacks, 4 offensive coordinators in that span, and Bowles has been there the whole time. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because he has proved that he could turn it around, and he has proved that he could win the division when people doubt him the most. J-Lo, I know a couple of years back on the program, we stood by his side. Last year, stood by his side. I'm going to continue to do so until he gives me a reason not disagreeing with Zach, but at the same time, he's been in this spot before. He's been getting criticized before, and what has he done? He's proved a lot of people wrong.
Yeah, I mean, when this ain't our first go around, Tones, in the last couple of years, we've been standing by his side. I feel he can turn it around, but he's going to have to get creative on defense. He's going to have to adjust. As the defensive guru, for your defense to get exposed and get dominated, even though, yes, injuries are very bad this year on both sides of the football, but he's going to have to adjust. If we're going to compete against any team in the playoffs, even when we get there, I'm very confident we'll get there, how are we going to compete against these top dog teams that just dominated us besides Philadelphia because we gave them a game? But that's the only thing I can say about Bowles. He's got to adjust. He's got to blitz, do what you got to do, fits what you got to fits. That's one thing I will say. He's got to adjust if we're going to have any shot at competing with these top NFC teams in the playoffs.
What's up to our guy, Justin Gibson, saying first time on here, welcome in. Appreciate everybody, but the newbies especially as well. We hope you enjoy your first time. We hope it's not your last time. Zach, speaking of adjustments, we did talk last week how we did expect a lot of defensive back blitzes, exotic blitzes, because the pass rush wasn't there. That's something we didn't see on Sunday. And I'm not going to blame Bowles completely because Jamel Dean was out. Benjamin Morrison was out. So it does hinder what defensive backs a little bit you could bring because, let's be honest, whatever we were doing as it wasn't good. Imagine if they were one-on-one all night, it would even be that much worse. But at the same time, Zach, to J-Lo's point, to your point, I think we need to see more blitzing. I mean, whatever you're doing right now clearly isn't working regardless. Why not shake up the apple cart? Do what you did against New England and Buffalo, where you at least had some turnovers. You at least had some sacks. This week, nada, nothing. Zilch, wasn't even close.
Yeah, and I just want to circle back. I'm not saying Bowles needs to be fired today. I'm good with him going out through the end of the season and seeing what he can do with the team. But what I will say is concerning is that 4 years in a row, we have seen the same pattern repeat itself. And that is concerning. He did bring in the coordinator to kind of help him with some game management decisions, but in the last couple of weeks, we've seen a regression there as well. So that is the situation in which I'm talking about. Like, I'm indifferent on it. It's not going to break my heart if we fire him. It's also not going to break my heart if we keep him. But what I need to see is continuous improvement. And I don't feel like we're there. We're in a rinse and repeat.
J-Lo, thoughts while we work to get Zach back? I think he froze.
I think he's back now. Zach, you back?
Yeah, you got me?
Yeah, you froze the last half second there if you want to finish your thoughts again. I think we lost him. Yeah, Zach, we'll let J-Lo jump in. J-Lo, go ahead.
No, I mean Zach's got very valuable points. It's very frustrating when, the last 4 seasons we've been pretty much struggling mid-season. I get his point there, but at the same time, we're gonna give guys back healthy. Bulls did mention yesterday that Mike is working his way back. Also, McMillan, they're working his way back, and plus Cansey as well. And Cansey's a huge one. Like you mentioned earlier, losing him was a big one. In the pass rush part. So if we just manage and get our way into the playoffs and get people back healthy, then we could probably see more improvement. Competing against these top NFC teams. But we'll have to wait and see. But like I said, you got to switch it up right now, especially when you got a very winnable 2 to 3 weeks of football games coming up.
Good points around in the chat. Justin Gibson says it's all good. We got the Calvary coming back. Everyone going into the playoffs. Watch out. Yeah, Bowles did say we should have Cansey back. We should have McMillan back even. We should have Evans back. You'll see Godwin more and more involved. Bucky seemingly back this week. Baker, question mark, but you hope he gets healthier as the season goes. So this Bucs team will get stronger. Rundack says, yep, the division should be ours. Look at the Panthers stretch. It's like ours. Yeah, the Panthers have home against the Rams this week, at New Orleans. That ain't easy. Home against us, home against Seattle, at us. That's not tough, or that's very tough opponents for 5 last games for them, Zach. Nothing's easy really on the Carolina schedule.
Right. It's almost a reverse of what we just went through, right? I think, and yeah, that's what Ren just said there. What's concerning to me, though, is when you look at quality wins this season, we really have one when you think about it, and it's Seattle, because San Francisco was almost more injured than we were, and I think that's the game that they lost. Warner, right, was against us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, I mean, I guess technically you could call it a quality win, but it has kind of an asterisk to it. It's concerning to
I'd
me.
say Houston's a good win, though.
Yeah. I mean, it was prime time, so I mean, I guess that'll give it a little bit of a boost. But the teams that we lost to are going to be the teams that we play in the playoffs, and I don't know that I have a lot of confidence in. If we see the Rams in the playoffs, like, do we feel confident in this team? I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess I'm just like, I've got all the hope extinguished in me at this point, and I'm going to need like 6 consecutive wins to kind of relight that fire.
Yeah, and I think the Bucs could go on a run. While they do it, they got to make adjustments. They got to play better football. They got to get healthier. If none of those things happen, it's going to be a tough stretch, but I think they're going to go at least 5-1. I really do think that if Baker Mayfield plays in every single one of those games. Nothing against Teddy Bridgewater, but we'll see. Run Dax. It's not a midseason lull. It's a schedule. The NFL has put our first place schedule in the middle of the season with division games in the beginning and the end. Well, again, I mean, we did beat Seattle, San Fran, Houston. I know they might have not been the strongest suits of victory, but anyway, you look at it, Bucs are 3-5 against playoff caliber football teams, right, wrong, or indifferent. So you could say that we're right there when it comes to playoff caliber wins. But Jayla, what say you on the Panthers stretch coming up, and what say you on? I've heard people say they're more worried about the Falcons, although they're without Penix at 4 wins. Their schedule's very easy. To be quite honest, I'm still not worried about the Falcons at all.
Panthers are inconsistent, as we saw last night. Just didn't play very well.
Like we always say, our division's consistently inconsistent.
Exactly. Atlanta, I don't see them that much as a scare for the most part. They're just a team that's just not well coached, unfortunately for them. Kirk Cousins ain't what he used to be, and Penix is out for the year. So I just don't see them winning a lot of football games. Panthers, they might still win from us. That's something I will say. We might split with them, but for the most part, I think we'll end up staying ahead of them most of the time.
The Godfather in the house joining us on Facebook. Rochelle joining us on Facebook. We do appreciate it. And Zach, we hope things could change quickly on Sunday. I mean, we just want to go out there and see. You pointed it out in the group chat the other day. Fun stat. Well, interesting stat, I should say. The Cardinals haven't scored more than 27 points in a game so far this season, which means that if the Bucs do allow more than 27 points to the Cardinals, and even if Marvin Harrison Jr. does return, the Bucs still shouldn't have a problem allowing 27 or less, Zach, or else I think then, you could signal the fire and the trouble coming if they do.
Yeah, this back stretch is really important. We can't stumble because Carolina's breathing down our necks. We got to win. These are all winnable games, right? I know we got Carolina twice, and there's potential to split us there. And I do agree with you with J-Lo that I do think there's a high probability that we split, but we can't have more than one. As Scott Reynolds likes to say, stub your toe game. We can't have a situation on Thursday night with Kirk Cousins throwing for 400 plus yards and 5 touchdowns. Like, that shit can't happen again. We have to go out here and take care of business if we want to have any chance of going into the playoffs with any type of momentum. So it's important that they focus, they come out and they play fundamentally sound football. And Baker's availability is going to make a huge difference. Bridgewater gives me zero confidence in winning any of these games. It's possible, but I don't have a lot of confidence.
I think if Bridgewater does start on Sunday, we'd have to see like 35, 40 runs. Just keep running. Rashad, Bucky, Tucker, hopefully. You could give each of them 12 touches in the game if you really would like. Spice it up, split it up, and see what happens. I think Teddy Bridgewater could maybe pull you out a win, but, it would have to be a perfect game plan by Grizz. And it would really have to be a buckle down to the defense and see what happens. I still think we have the division in hand, and I still have confidence that we do ultimately turn things around. I ultimately think we go 5-1 to end the year, and I think we end up 11-6. But we'll see what happens. I think I predicted 12-5 or 11-6 to begin the year. Justin saying 12-5 record. I'm calling it. Hey, I could see us rattle them all off. Like I said, if Baker does play. If you are watching on YouTube right now, hit that like button, subscribe button, turn that notification bell on. It is our Thanksgiving special on the Buccateers. We're going to be doing giveaways on Friday when we go live in the morning. Some Black Friday fun here on the Buccateers. Come join us for some Bucs memorabilia, merchandise, football cards, so much more fun stuff going to be given away on Friday's Black Friday program here on the Buccateers. We've already had a lot of fun giveaways this year. Mike Elstow Ring of Honor coin, a couple of Duvin design shirts, courtesy of Zach, a couple of UNLV items, courtesy of our friends at the Scarlet Standard. So it's been a fun year of giveaways, and during the holidays, we keep that going, and we love to see it. And speaking of love to see it, J-Lo, Simeon Rice going to be inducted in the Ring of Honor on Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern, and Ray J. Hopefully the Bucs get fired up by that, J-Lo. Hopefully they come out ready to roll and could bring Simeon Rice a win. But yet another very, very worthy member joining the ROH.
Oh, couldn't agree more. He should be a Hall of Famer right now, for the most part. The guy.
Did you see him get snubbed again from the finalist list?
Yep.
Exactly. It's disgraceful. Unbelievable that they're leaving this man out. And he was one of the most dominant pass rushers of his time. And he's not getting the respect he deserves. So we'll take the Ring of Honor. He's well-deserved, well-respected by Buccaneer legends. And hopefully it'll fire up the defense, to get after the quarterback and take advantage of a bad football team.
What say you, Zach? Simeon Rice, Ring of Honor game, well-deserved. One of the most overlooked. I mean, to be quite frank with you, everybody on this Bucs team has been overlooked outside of Brooks and Sapp, first ballot Hall of Famers. But it took Rondé too long to get in. It took Lynch too long to get in. It took Simeon too long to get into our own Ring of Honor, and he's not even being mentioned in the Hall of Fame. With no offense, I'm not going to discredit, but I was looking through the Hall of Fame today. All very good players, don't get me wrong, and I'm not saying some don't deserve it, but Simeon Rice goes head to toe or better than a handful of the guys who played the same position of him, and Simeon did it for less years. So Zach kind of head scratching to me. Maybe it's because he was on 4 or 5 different teams. He gets viewed differently.
I don't know what the qualifications are for that kind of stuff, man. You think that, and then you see other guys get in that have played on multiple teams. So I mean, I think the continuous success is what matters. The production is what matters. The Hall of Fame is supposed to be a celebration of the best to ever do it. And when you reach certain milestones, like, that's what should get you into the Hall of Fame at least in the conversation, right? Like at this point, we're not even talking about getting them into the hall. It's just getting them into the conversation so that somebody can make a argument for him. But I mean, look at the production that he had and the impact on the game that he had. I mean, to me, it clearly says that he deserves to be in the discussion.
J-Lo, I agree with Zach. What say you?
I mean, like I said, that put it in what perspective, production, everything he's done. It just doesn't make sense why he's not in the Hall of Fame, or at least in the discussion when they pulled out the semifinalists. I just don't understand it. The guy just was a monster getting after the quarterback. And Royal Bucs fans from back in the day would know how great he really was. And hopefully, they'll recognize him. Hopefully in the next couple of years, he'll get mentioned as a possible Hall of Fame candidate.
You would hope so. We will continue to hope so here on the Buccateers. You just never know. But once again, I'm even browsing through the Hall of Fame right now. Again, some very good players, some very great guys, nothing against them. But you're looking at their stats, you're looking at their accomplishments, their achievements, and I don't know, just a little weird how Simeon's not maybe not in it, but like Zach said, not even considered. So that's the head scratcher to me. But Zach, I don't know if you've ever been at a Ring of Honor game or a ceremony game where they've inducted somebody into the Ring of Honor or honored them making the Hall of Fame, but they're a very good time. I was at Rondé Barber's Hall of Fame honorary game, Monday Night Football against the Eagles a couple of years back. It is a lit crowd. It's a lit atmosphere, and I hope that helps bring us a win against Simeon. And I love that it's against the Cardinals, where Simeon was against, because he left Arizona, so it has a cool connection there.
Yeah, I haven't made it to a Ring of Honor game yet. It's on the list of games I want to attend, but yeah, I'm hoping, man. We need the home crowd to show up. We're going to need everything that we got to start to right this ship.
Yeah, no doubt there. J-Lo, your thoughts on, have you ever been to a Ring of Honor or a Hall of Fame inductee game for the Bucs?
Oh, I've been to a few of them. I was at the Warren Sapp one against Miami when we were winless. I remember that.
Did they give out anything for that?
Honestly, it was so long ago. I think they did. I just can't remember top of my head. But for the most part, I was at that one. I was at the Rondé Barber Ring of Honor when they played the Giants in 19. I remember that one. I was rocking his jersey at that time. Mike Allstott, which was against St. Louis at the time in 2014 or 15. So I've been to a few of them. The crowd gets really lit, excited. The only problem is they don't win many of them. That's the only scary part. I think the only time they ever won a Ring of Honor game was when they played Miami Dolphins Monday night when Warren Sapp got inducted to the Ring of Honor.
Well, it's time to do it. This has been the year of have-nots, right? We won in the White Creamsicles 2-0. We won Monday Night Football, first primetime game of the year. So we'll see what happens. Ron says if Lynch is a Hall of Famer, then Rice is a slam dunk, but Lynch leads a blessed life to 4 years in Denver, Ring of Honor. Yeah, I mean, Lynch was very good. So, but Simeon Rice is fantastic as well. So it is crazy, but hey, it's going to be awesome and honorary, and I love that they're going to go to battle against Arizona for it. And John Gruden's amped up. If you guys missed it, he already put out a video. He's fired up. I'm sure a lot of fun players and people will be at the Bucs Ring of Honor game this Sunday, 1:00 Eastern, against the Cardinals. Speaking of coming up, the Buccateers continue to chug along here this week. We will be live tomorrow in a mini special, Toe in the Line, going live since we got 3 Thanksgiving football games, a Black Friday football game. We're going to come at you with a mini NFL special for about a half hour tomorrow morning, time to be announced on that. And then Friday, we'll be back with a Black Friday special as we got Friday college football and NFL, Saturday college football, Sunday and Monday NFL. It's going to be crazy. Buckle in, giveaways to be had on Black Friday, and then the campus kickoff will be coming at some point this week as well here on the Buccateers on Thanksgiving week. It is a fun holiday, and a lot of people are going to be doing a lot of things. That leads us to our next thing, a little bit of Thanksgiving fun, kind of add a little bit of a fun to the show where the Bucs aren't providing that fun. We'll try and provide you that fun here on the Buccateers. Get into some Thanksgiving questions. J-Lo, we'll start with you. Favorite Thanksgiving dinner food. What's your favorite food? But it has to be on the dinner plate, not of the dessert variety.
I'm gonna go with the ham. I like the ham more than the turkey. No disrespect. The ham I enjoy the most. I get creative. I'll get some dinner rolls, get some small Gouda cheese put on top of it, like little sliders. That's one of my favorite, along with some baked mac and cheese. That's probably one of my go-to when I first started eating.
Love the sounds of both of them. Holiday ham, baked mac and cheese, making the leftover ham into sliders. That is fantastic. Zach, what say you, brother? Favorite Thanksgiving dinner food?
It's ham over turkey all day. Love the sides, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, green beans, hash brown casserole. The rolls are clutch, so you can make all kinds of sandwiches different ways. But turkey's overrated. Sorry.
Wow. There we go. Out of Zach himself, turkey's overrated. Rundack says a little bit of John Madden saying pull out the turducken. Remember Madden, the Thanksgiving special always had the turkey, duck, chicken, the turducken right there. I'm gonna go with This is a tough one, man. Love it all. Ham is great. I'm gonna go with. I love mashed potatoes as well. So mashed potatoes, man. There's so many good things. I love biscuits, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes. Sounded like a fat kid now, which I always love the inner fat guy in me. I'm gonna go with ultimately. Gonna go with mashed potatoes and gravy just because that is good, and I'll give stuffing a close second up there. I don't like the people that try and get too cute with their stuffing, where there's like a million things in it, where it's like you don't even know what you're eating. You feel something crunchy, you feel something mushy. I like a little bit of spice in there, a little bit of shaking things up. I don't like overdone stuff. And speaking of overdone, if you have room, dessert's good. Zach, do you have a favorite Thanksgiving dessert, a type of pie or something else out there?
Oh man, desserts are my vice, so I rarely say no to anything. But I think for Thanksgiving, you got to stay traditional, man, and just go a nice slice of pumpkin with some whipped cream on top. That's just classic and delicious.
That does sound delicious. Ren, I do love turkey sandwich, and I do like the skin on the turkey. The deep fried turkey. I love deep fried turkey, and then the skin is really good too. So I love that. Both. I love stuffing and dressing. Either one. Both of them can do no wrong. So that's just my opinion on that. J-Lo, does a dessert do you no wrong? Is there a certain dessert that you like more than others at the Thanksgiving table? Zach went with pumpkin pie with a little bit of fun stuff on the top. Where you at, brother?
I'm gonna go with New York style cheesecake. I like the cheesecake. I like the way it settles. That's one of my favorite desserts. That's what I usually grab at the dinner table. And if the family doesn't want to touch it, I know my fat ass will finish the rest of it during the week. So give me the New York style cheesecake, baby.
I love Zach's choice of the pumpkin pie, but since he went pumpkin pie, and J-Lo, I do cheesecake, but on Christmas, my nanny makes the best cheesecake. It's like the New York style cheesecake. I just love it.
Whoa. Yeah,
it's fun, but yeah, maybe one day I'll ship you a piece.
Hell yes, I'm coming over. I'm flying up.
Yeah, nothing like a little Italian cheesecake. But for the desserts, and Zach went pumpkin pie, I'm going to change it up a little bit. My uncle, rest in peace, Red Eyes, Uncle Red Eyes, his neighbor, the wife makes these apple slices, are called. They're so good. It's like pretty much apple pie, but in a slice, just like a mini, like a sweet roll type thing. And it's just apple. It's so good. It's like pretty much a hybrid of apple pie and like apple coffee cake. It's like in the middle of that, but it's just a slice. You can pick it up, eat it. It's warm. It's so good. It's like a mini apple empanada. So I'll go with apple slices for that. J-Lo, what's your favorite thing to do on Thanksgiving, brother?
Cooking. I like cooking, getting stuff prepared. I'm in charge of cooking this year. I give Mom Dukes a break. Of course, watching all the football games, vibing with the family, shooting the shit for the most part. I mean, to me, being together with your close ones, the real ones during the holidays is nice. So to me, cooking, watching football, spend time with the kids, kind of educate them on how important family is, and doing these get-togethers every year.
Zach, what say you? Your favorite thing to do on Thanksgiving?
Oh man, eating until you throw up, and then eating again. Watching all the football. We go to bed early so we can get up early because we are big Black Friday shoppers. Not just for the deals. It's kind of a tradition. We've been doing it for like the last, 25 years. You get up early, you go out, you shop, you catch breakfast, come home, and then sleep it all off. So it's more of a thing. It's not as fun as it used to be because of all the online shopping that there is now. But man, the Black Friday stories are some of the best stories that we have sitting around the table on Thanksgiving.
That is classic. And not only online, but another thing, I feel like sometimes I'm in a store in October when I see like early Black Friday deal. I'm already thinking, what the hell? It's like not even Halloween yet, and you're getting Black Friday deals. But it's still fun, great time, tradition. There's still really good deals too that you could only get still on Black Friday. So it is always worth it if you could get up early, ready to rumble, ready to roll. My favorite thing to do on Thanksgiving, man, I don't care how bad it is outside, how the weather, whatever. Just family together, eating, watching football, just great stuff. I love eating. Give me that turkey, give me this turkey, and then hanging with the family, watching football after. Everybody's half alive on the couch, could barely breathe because we've had so much food. So we'll see if you guys even like this question or answer this question. But what's your favorite way to have your turkey, Zach? If you had to choose one way to have turkey, how do you have it?
Oh, well, I do partake. I'm a big traditionalist, so I take it. I usually cover it in mashed potatoes and gravy, and then put it inside of a roll.
That sounds really good right there. Rundak saying, unbuttoning you got to wear the stretchy pants. Remember in Friends where Joey Tribbiani said you got to wear the stretchy pants. So, by the way, dude, I don't know if you have Dustin stretchy pants, but and I don't know about you guys, but the sitcoms back in the day, some of their Thanksgiving shows were awesome, man. Like, Everybody Loves Raymond, Seinfeld, Friends, King of Queens, According to Jim, all those shit, Fresh Prince, My Wife and Kids. I just love all of those shows. Sorry, I'm nerding out now, but Zach, I'm kind of like you. I like to kind of like mish my turkey up a little bit with a couple of other things and then indulge. But before I give my complete answer, J-Lo, what say you?
I usually go for the turkey leg, if anything. I like going for the turkey leg, and I just eat that usually for the most part. Not a big gravy person. Y'all can hate on me all you want on that, but I usually go for the turkey leg when it comes to the turkey.
Had to do it. Justin, I want my Bucs fans to know everything will be okay. Yes, hopefully that is the case, and we will see. We would be thankful for that. I love my turkey deep fried, and then, like I said, I'm a maniac for deep fried turkey skin. Obviously, not too much of it, but it's like eating the deep fried chicken at that point. The skin's just so good, but nothing beats turkey. I do love the gravy. I'm going opposite of you, J-Lo. What are you gonna do when I come for you, brother? But I put a little bit of gravy on the turkey, and then like Zach says, get a little sloppy. Put some mashed potatoes and corn in there too. A little biscuit dip in there. Can't go wrong with that. Couple more questions here for our Thanksgiving fun. A little bit of fun on this one, and this one is Thanksgiving or Christmas or anything around this time of year. But Zach, do you have a favorite holiday movie out there?
Oh man, yeah. I'm an old head, so Christmas is always National Lampoon's. We have to watch it a bajillion times. It doesn't get any better than National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Close second is Elf and the Grinch. Christmas Story is usually on Christmas Day just because it's the marathon and it's just kind of like background noise. But the family sits down every year to watch Christmas Vacation.
It's funny because that's how we are. We have Christmas Story. We still like Christmas Story, but it's more of a tradition where it's on in the background. You know, you're opening gifts in the morning, family comes over, kind of just stays on a repeat type of thing. But man, I love National Lampoon. It's been on a lot lately. It's been on, and you know, the characters are based out of Chicago in that one too, so it always hits home for me a little bit in that one too. But I'm a big fan of that movie. Just the shenanigans that occur in that movie are amazing.
It's the best Christmas movie soundtrack by far. And just a funny note, my brother-in-law and I were big fans of the movie. We have the Blackhawks Griswold jerseys that we wear on Christmas, so it's a big thing for us.
There is a bar in Tampa, Gen X Tavern. I think I told you fellas about it. It's like a retro bar. J-Lo, I know you've been there, but they got the Griswold Blackhawks jersey hanging in that bar because they kind of have a lot of nostalgic things. So that is awesome. I love that. I love that. Elf is always solid too. That movie just cracks me up. You're an angry elf, no matter how much you watch it.
By the elf, what's your favorite color?
Yeah, I wanted to try and make a McVeigh joke, but you can't really joke when a guy kicks your ass that much. But J-Lo, thoughts on favorite holiday movie for you, J-Lo?
Well, I gotta say Bad Santa when it comes to not kid friendly. I love Bad Santa. Billy Bob Thornton, he just crushes it. Just funny as hell. Of course, Home Alone 1 and 2. You can't leave that out as well. Tradition. That's pretty much one of my traditions when it comes to watching Christmas movies with my kids. And then, of course, you know, Elf and The Grinch. Can't leave those out as well. The Jim Carrey Grinch is just phenomenal. Home run for the most part. But, Elf, you can't go wrong. I mean, I probably watch it 2 or 3 times before Christmas comes up because Will Ferrell is just iconic. Just a straight iconic actor and comedian.
Just to kind of give a little bit more options, and I love all the ones you guys mentioned, but I'll give a couple more honorary mentions in there. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is a great Thanksgiving movie. Just John Candy and Steve Martin do a great job in that one, and it really hits home, and it kind of goes to show you what people are all about and kind of makes you realize what some people might be going through on holidays that you have no idea what they could be going through, and kind of teaches you on how to lend a helping hand. Same type of concept. I love The Family Man with Nicolas Cage. That's more of a Christmas type one where it's based around Christmas. It's not a complete holiday type movie though, where it like entraps you. So if you want kind of a centered around holiday, but not really, that one's good. I'm a big Fred Claus guy. I love Fred Claus. I think that one's hilarious. I think Vince Vaughn, he just cracks me up. Like how he called the guy's when he's going off on Santa, the guy's a fraud. Like it just cracks me up for some reason when he's telling the kid how much of a fraud Santa is. I don't know. And then melts my heart when he does come around and, you know, kind of buckle up and help out a little bit. And then I also love for a classic out there. I know not one for your kids because, you know, it is old time, but Miracle on 34th Street. And I'm talking about the original one from like the 40s. It's a really good life lesson and meaning of kind of like, you know, be thankful, be grateful for what you have. And, you know, you never know what might come your way. But there's a ton of great Christmas movies out there. I probably missed some already. You guys talked about a lot of great ones. Oh, yeah, and I'll give a mini shout out to, I don't really know where to lump this in, but The Nightmare Before Christmas. I love that. It's kind of like a Grinch too, where you could watch those quickly, have a nice little watch, and have fun there.
Don't forget Die Hard and Gremlins.
Yeah, so here's $1 million question: is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Absolutely. They attend there's a Christmas party at work, and he used Christmas-themed puns, so therefore it is a Christmas movie.
Jayla, what say you? Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Truthfully, I never seen Die Hard. There you go.
What?
Yeah,
I think it is. I'm in agreement with Zach, but shame on you, J-Lo.
But wait, low-key, though, there is another movie I want to throw out there just on the topic, Lethal Weapon, the first one, that has a lot of Christmas festivities in there as well. I will throw that out there, when it comes to a Christmas movie, which probably some people won't agree with me.
That scene at the beginning, there's the dude's at a Christmas tree farm, right?
During the movie, at the beginning of it, yes, he
Yeah.
had a Christmas tree farm, and then plus in the cop station, they're practicing Christmas caroling and all that.
Yeah.
And so it has a lot of Christmas festivities in there that no one really talks about.
Yeah, good pull, man. Good pull.
Yeah, and we got Gino saying Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and I do agree with that. Gremlins is great too. I do like Gremlins, so good shout out there. Man, just so many good movies. Obviously, Home Alone. There's like 6 Home Alones out there. Did
Yeah,
you know
and Jingle All the Way is a quiet banger as well, man. I
Yes.
guess it's good.
The
I
Santa
watched
Claus
that last
came out.
night. I
Yeah,
watched Jingle All the Way last. I will say Santa Claus 1 is great. 2 and 3 I could have done without, but nothing against 2. 2 is still pretty good, but 3, it's like, what are we doing? It's like the Home Alones. I don't know if you guys seen them, but like 1 and 2 are pretty good, but then 3 through 6 are like,
Yeah.
wow.
Agree.
Yeah,
One and two.
once they lose Calkin, it's just why make a different franchise?
I will say the one that Disney tried to remake, the 6th one, was cool because it had Buzz in it. Buzz made an appearance. He was like an officer now, and he was eating like a burrito, and it was slopping all over his officer outfit. It was kind of funny. So at least Buzz was in that one, but I forget which one. One of them was really bad. I want to say it was 4 or 5, where it made no sense at all, no plot at all. It was like Home Alone, and it was only like a night out for the parents or something. So I don't know. It's just kind of dumb. But hey, that's us deep dive. We could easily have a movie podcast.
Oh,
I'll
God,
tell you
yeah.
that. Going to the last Thanksgiving question before we get a couple more subjects and move out of here. Jayla, what are you thankful for most in football, real life, or whatever you want to say, brother?
Well, first and foremost, I'm thankful for my 2 beautiful daughters, that they're healthy, great health, just making me the strong person I am today and responsible father I am. And also, I'm thankful for having, a great bunch of guys in the Buccateers, great people, fun talking football. Even when we agree to disagree on things, but we come together as brothers and just talk it out for the most part. Thankful for that. And plus, I'm thankful for, alive, and hanging in there for the most part at 35 years of age. That's one thing I'm thankful for as well. But mostly my 2 beautiful daughters, that they're healthy and just great children I raised them to be.
Love it, buddy. Love you as well. Gino loves all the movies we mentioned. He says they're all good ones. Zach, what say you on what are you thankful for? Could be a fun one, could be football, could be sentimental. What say you?
Yeah, man. I think everybody this time of year takes inventory of their life and the things that they're thankful for. Family comes to mind. My kid started college this year, and he's actually doing the work, which is great because he spent most of his high school career doing the work and not turning it in for whatever reason. So we were a little worried about college, but he's doing well, so that's great. We've had some scares this year with some things, and we kind of weathered through that together. My Bucs family has been tremendous this year with everything, and joining this show and being able to have this outlet and this camaraderie with you fellas has been a tremendous addition to my life. So I'm thankful for that.
You guys are both great. Love you guys. And even all the Buccateers not here, screw you. No, I'm kidding. Love you guys as well. You guys are all great guys. Truly when I started this pod, it was me and a couple guys, but it's grown into family, and it's really grown into brotherhood. And, it gives us a place where it really makes me feel better after a loss, because it's a venting space, first of all. And it's level-headed fans. As J-Lo said, we never, if we disagree, we don't say, screw you, you're an idiot, you're a moron, you're not a real fan. It's like, well, no, I think this way, or I think this way. And then we keep talking, and next thing you know, we have a good conversation. And right now times are depressing, 3 losses in a row, but Sunday they'll go up. I'm thankful for you three, though, or you two certainly, but the whole Buccateers in general. It's a true blessing being able to pod with some people I like to call my brothers. You guys are truly brothers. I'm also thankful for my family and my beautiful fiance. I cannot wait to call you my wife's soon. Going to be a great, even though you're a Packer fan, I accept that for you. So there you go. And I'm very thankful for the listeners always tuning in, every single one of you, whether it's some newbies like a Justin or a Gino. Justin said, what days do you guys usually do live stream? Every Tuesday night, Tune Me Up Tuesday. Every Saturday Showdown. Mondays, we do Man Cave Mondays a couple times a month, and then we do a history show, campus kickoff, toe in the line. We come at you a lot of times, but Mondays, Tuesdays, and Saturdays are pretty set in stone with when we come at you. So thank you for that. But we're thankful for all the listeners here on the Buccateers, as we are going to bounce out here in a couple more minutes, but we got a couple more things to talk about. It's crazy to say. I feel like I just announced it, but it's already been 7 weeks ago, I guess, fellas. It's the last night of 49 straight football games. How crazy is that? That just goes to show how fast time goes, how fast football season flies when this is already it. But to piggyback off Zach's point a little bit more, seems like Halloween to New Year's, is the easy time to, everybody's loving it. Family's closer. It's really 10 toes down time. But I know it sounds cheesy and easy, but even beyond the holiday season this year, try and always just check up on your loved ones, stay close with the family, stay close to the vest, because truly life goes too quick. And whether it's us friends or brothers or whoever it might be, always enjoy the talks and chats and, just enjoy life in general. Every day you wake up and put on a pair of pants is a blessing. But MACTION tonight, right now, you got UMass on, taking on Bowling Green in the last night of 49 straight days of football. That's on ESPNU. And then later, you have a little bit of a rivalry action to start off rivalry week in college football. As it is rivalry week, you have Western Michigan and Eastern Michigan. That should be a fun game tonight, the Battle of Michigan. And then Wednesday night, they take off to end 49 straight nights of football. Then Thursday, got 3 NFL, 1 college game, and all hell breaks loose. Cleveland says time to get back to winning ways on Sunday. You know what that means? Let's rip the gong. Get us that call and function. Yes, we will get back to winning on Sunday. Bucs and Colts are both going to win on Sunday. Damn it. Fire the damn cannons. Let's go. We will win on Sunday. But Zach, before we get to our final word for the program, any last Bucs things we might not have mentioned you want to talk about?
Not that are probably family friendly for the show. I just hope we don't underestimate Arizona on Sunday. I hope Baker is good to play. I would feel a lot better about it. But if he's iffy, you can't put him in there because we need him. And if that's the case, if Baker doesn't play, I want to see heavy formations and a lot of running the ball. And hopefully we can go a week with 0 wide receiver screens, because I'm really tired of watching wide receiver screens that lose 2 yards every single time. But I'm going to try to be positive, man. I'm going to look forward to these last 6 games and hope we turn this thing around. But we can't, I said it before on an earlier game about you can't play with your food anymore. Like, you got to come out and you got to, they talked all the off season about that mentality, like that dog mentality, that killer mentality. Now is the time for this shit to come to light, because I haven't seen it yet. So we need to see this killer mentality and put people away quick.
We really do got to put people away quick. I mean, Arizona's a team, Zach, we shouldn't have a problem jumping out to like a 7-0 lead at least, right?
Right. And I hope if you win the toss, defer. Like, I don't know what his whole thing is with that. And then and then we've gotten doubled up on the last couple times that we've done that. Like, I believe the Patriots and the Bills both doubled up on us, scored right before half, and then came out and scored on the next possession. He believes in his defense so much, then start the game giving the other team the ball.
I couldn't agree more with that. J-Lo, piggyback off that. Any other last Bucs words or thoughts you want to get to? Kind of funny. John Cena was actually just showing on ESPNU during the UMass game. He's not in attendance, but I guess he attended UMass, and they showed his pictures since UMass is playing college football right now. So if you're a John Cena fan out there, kind of cool to see John Cena brought up in MACTION, J-Lo. But last final thoughts for you in terms of Bucs?
I will piggyback off what Zach said. There should be no reason why we should struggle against this team. I feel even if Bridgewater does play, I'm calling out the coaching staff because y'all guys need to go out there and dominate this team that's not that good. If you cannot come home in front of your home crowd and perform and win in front of your home crowd against a really bad football team, that raises a lot of questions. This is where I'm calling out the coaching staff on both sides of the ball between Grizzard on offense and then Bowles on defense. You need to go out there and just go out there and dominate. Just don't go in there and just get beat by a bad football team. Then I really am going to raise questions. Even if Baker doesn't play, which wouldn't surprise me, I'd rather save him for the Nets game or season, live to fight another day. Because the Nets 2 home games are very winnable, and there should be no reason why we drop those games. Even if it's by a close one, I don't care. There's no reason to.
No reason at all. Sorry, I'm not going to sing now. I don't want to put people in a bad mood before Thanksgiving, but I do agree. If Baker plays, we go out there, at least win by a touchdown. Go out there, at least win by 7. Should be more than that, but get off to a quick lead. I will say, Tez Johnson, you have been a bright spot when times are dull. Last pick of the draft for the Bucs this year, and you've been killing it. Bucs draft class in general this year has been pretty great with, Roberts being round 5 and so forth. So pretty impressive stuff there, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Buccateers. We will be back on Friday, but we'll also be back tomorrow on a Blackout Wednesday. Well, I'm not going to black out tomorrow, but some people call it Blackout Wednesday. Hopefully you're not blacked out when we hit the air in the morning. That would be a little troublesome. Have to get you some help maybe. But regardless, we'll be here in the morning. And we're either going to do 9 a.m. Eastern or noon Eastern. So we'll see what it is. We'll get back with you guys. Joey Nips and I will be coming at you to preview the big NFL week because we have 4 days of football this week for NFL. Thursday, Friday, Sunday, Monday. We're going to do a little live show in the morning. But Zach, final words for this live show before Friday's special. What say you, brother, on the Buccateers Thanksgiving to me up to Simeon Rice Ring of Honor show?
Everybody enjoy their holidays. Have a safe and loving Thanksgiving.
Love it, brother. Love you as well. Be safe. J-Lo, last words, final words, brother, for our Thanksgiving show. It was a lot of fun today, my friend.
Couldn't agree more. Shout out to y'all guys coming, putting the show together, and thank you to all the comments and listeners. Keep spreading us out there. Show some love. We're just a bunch of guys that love to talk Bucs football. Even when we lose, we still vent. We talk it out. And the season's not over yet, so don't give in. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone, all the listeners and comments, and happy Thanksgiving to my Buccateer brothers.
And remember that we always appreciate you watching. We are always thankful for you listening. We're always thankful for super chats. We're always thankful for memberships, regular chats, and all that. Speaking of thankful, our guy Richard, that's okay that you just got off work, brother. Just rewind. It's on YouTube, so there you go, brother. Just go back when we get out of here and just listen on the tube, right? Beautiful thing about YouTube there. By the way, I told you guys it's my fault Bucs sucks ever since AI ordered my well, AI or you, if it was the AI version of you, I blame AI, Richard. But if it was you, I'm kidding, Richard. We love you, buddy. Happy Thanksgiving to Richard. Happy Thanksgiving, Cleveland, me, Olivia, Gino, Justin, Rendax, everybody else tonight, C. Breezy, Jimmy Coletta, everybody else who made the Buccateers tonight. And join us tomorrow morning. We'll be back bright and early. Zach and J-Lo, have a great Thanksgiving, fellas. Hopefully talk to you guys Friday. Richard, listen to the replay right when we're off the air here in a minute. Happy Thanksgiving. God bless. Fire the damn cannons. Let's go, Bucs. Ring of Honor game Sunday. Whoa! We got to bounce back. Thank you, San Fran, for last night. And everybody, go to ESPNU for some football right now. Have a great night, everybody. Peace.
Take care.
Bro, we'll put it like that.
Nice.
What's it like? I was actually there in attendance in Cleveland for Coe's first career NFL touchdown, which was awesome. And,
Awesome.
it was a great game. You could hear me on camera. I was just screaming, "Say it ain't so, Coe! Say it ain't so!" Sadly, from there, the game kind of went off the rails a little. That was the last high moment of that game, but it was a great game. Overtime loss, fun time.
Yeah.
But how was that moment for you? Seeing the first, whether it was on TV, in person, wherever you were, seeing his first NFL touchdown. How was that?
Well, dude, I mean, we were at home because it was a away game. We don't travel to a lot of the away games because we can get into that later. But, to watch that and to think I wished I was there live. So to have your video was so cool. And just that, hey, this is so cool. I mean, that was so cool for us. Catching it from Tom Brady, right? Like he's got the ball yet. I mean, first NFL touchdown means a lot, right? I mean, as a dad, that's just so cool to see. And it was fun to watch. And, it didn't have the outcome we wanted, but still the same. What a memory! What a memory to have, right? So,
and honestly,
cool.
those. One of the best guests ever, the Buccateers in the house tonight. You guys hear him on Tampa radio all the time. He's one of the best in the business. My favorite personal in the business. That's why I'm elated tonight. Growing up in the Chicago area, you're used to sports radio. That's what gets me through the day. So this man does help get me through the day, I will say, with the Pat and Aaron show at work. Nothing like it. So it's incredible. It looks like we got Stunna bumbling in. I'm Tampa Tones. We are joined by lead goon tonight, host of the Pat and Aaron show of WDAE, Pat Donovan. And it sounds like Stunna is bumbling a little bit. Going to put him on mute for a second until that gets a little cleared. But we're joined by Pat
It looks like
Donovan.
Stunna's hanging out with Cheech and Chong in a car with the windows up or something over there.
It does look like you got a little.
No, my camera's broke.
And he was trying to pull me in big time. And then I was like, hey, nothing happened with Indianapolis yet. Like, I really want to give Indy a chance. And then also I talked to Cody Gruden, once he took over Richmond Cannon, still like, well, look, I was like, y'all just give me the opportunity to explore free agency, see what's going on, and then kind of make us do it.
All right, everyone, you are tuned into the Buccateers at wide receiver, Kalen Geiger, and we are about to have a great pod. This is the Buccateers. You're tapped in, and here we go.